In this video, I'll be showing you how to use the Runge-Kutta second order formula to solve for an ordinary differential equation with an initial value problem. And so before we start, I recommend that you copy this table down here just so that it becomes easier when you want to input values throughout the video. Or you can also download this Excel file, which I've shared in the description below. And so the Excel file contains all of the working already. However, I still recommend that you follow through with this video to understand where we got those values from. So before I move on, I think it's much easier to understand what we're doing here through looking at this illustration and why we have to use the Runge-Kutta formula. So here we have a person who is trying to climb a mountain, and at the base of the mountain, or x equals 0, we know that person is at a height of 1. Now what we want to understand or figure out is at x equals 2, or the peak of the mountain, at what height that person is at. And so we can use the Runge-Kutta method to model this or to predict where the person will be at x equals 2. And so here we're given our problem, which is the ODE that we will use to model. And we have the RK-2 formula, which is comprised of different components. And so we have our main formula, which is this, but if you look closely, we have to find these two separate components first before we can use the actual formula. If you look at it this way, we first have to find K1 because we need K1 to iterate K2. As you notice, there's a K1 here. And we have to find K2 such that we can plug it into this formula here, right? So this is basically what we're doing. And here we're given our parameters, which are the initial values, x0 and yx0. And we also have h, which is our step size. And our step size is basically how much distance is covered per iteration, or in other words, how much distance this person covers per step, meaning the person starts at 0, then goes to 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and so on until that person reaches x equals 2. And so with that, let's start with the iteration table. Here, let's reference our initial values first. So at 0, our x is 0. And at x equals 0, y is 1 here. And k1 is simply this formula here, which is just the evaluation of this function using these values, meaning it's 0 squared plus 1. So what I did here was just simply replace all of the x and y values with our x and y values here. So x squared plus y. Okay, and here it's simply just xi plus 1/2 multiplied with our step size h. And don't forget to $sign our step size since it's a constant. Okay, and here we simply have yi plus 1/2 times k1 here multiplied by h. And so $sign that too, close bracket, and here we want to find k2. Now k2 is the following. It's simply the evaluation of this function here with xi plus 1/2 h and yi plus 1/2 k1h, which looks very long but is actually very simple since we've already broken down these components, meaning it's simply just the evaluation of this function here. So it's this squared plus this y, right? Which is just this. So again, replacing the x's and y's with our x and y's. And we have k2h, which is simply just k2 multiplied with the step size, $sign that. And here, the second xi value is simply just the previous xi value plus the step size, $. And our yi is this formula now, which is simply just the previous yi plus k2h, which we found before. So press enter, and for the remaining cells, just highlight them and Control D, or just copy them down, and we're basically done. So all you need to do is just drag all of this down like this, and we're finished with the Runge-Kutta second order method. And so we find out that at x equals 2 here, the person is at a height of 12.11, let's say meters in this case. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button or subscribe if you want to, and also you can check out my other videos on other numerical methods such as the Euler method, Adam-Bashford, fixed point, false position, and so on. So yeah, thank you for watching.